thank you to the hosts, to the Clarys, and Marilyn, and everybody else that helped make this event possible. Thank you so much. I mean, how awesome is it to have a neighbor that would open up their home like this? This is kind of my first event, and to have neighbors like this, I mean, until you've done this, you don't understand how incredible this is for somebody to do for you. There's lots of people that, you know, want to tell you that they're with you and whatnot, but to open up their home like this, it's really incredible. I'm so lucky to have them as neighbors, and everybody in this neighborhood. We all know that we live in the best neighborhood in the whole city, and therefore the best neighborhood in the whole county, which I think, that's the truth. I speak the truth. And I think that hopefully that says something about my judgment is in choosing the best neighborhood in the city of Waxahachie. So at any rate, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with this court, because it's brand new court and some of you may not have heard what the story is. So the story basically is that Ellis County has 5 elected officials that are judges inside the courthouse, 5 countywide judges. There's 3 district court judges and 2 county court at law judges. And so what's happened is the county court at law number 2, which is Judge Gene Calvert's court, handles all of the Class A and B misdemeanor criminal cases for the whole county. And unfortunately, as the county has evolved and grown, then of course there's going to be a certain percentage that are going to end up being accused of crimes. And so that court is being further and further backlogged, and it's kind of busting at the seams essentially. And that's really not good for anybody, whether you're in law enforcement, you want those cases to get resolved, or you're the citizen that's got a cloud hanging over you, or even if you're guilty, we want to make sure that you connect the dots between the day that you go to court and have to deal with your consequences with your actions. If that's delayed too long, then pretty soon then you start saying, well, this is just about money. You don't recognize, no, this is about what you've done. There needs to be consequences tied with your actions. So it's no good for anybody to have justice delayed, no matter what side we're talking about. And so to the wisdom of the commissioners and the judges, they got together and decided, hey, we need to add a new court to help out County Court at Law number 2, which is getting overwhelmed with criminal cases. And they got together, they passed a resolution unanimously, tasked our representative, Mr. John Ray, to hopefully pass a law, and he took the water, carried it to the legislature, got a new law passed to create what's called the Ellis County Court at Law number 3. So it's a brand new court. I'm not running against a judge that's already in power. I'm running for an open seat, and I will be the first judge, hopefully, of this courtroom. And what they're going to do is they're going to take all half of the cases from Judge Calvert, criminal cases, they're going to take them and they're going to put half of them inside this brand new courtroom. And actually, as of yesterday, the judges all got together and they signed a document, and that document breaks down exactly what each court is going to handle. And I just got the document today, and that document states that this brand new court, County Court at Law number 3, is going to handle only criminal cases, criminal law matters. None of the other courtrooms in the courthouse are exclusive to criminal law matters. And so it's the reason why I decided to run, because for those of you that don't know me, that's my entire background. I came up and studied criminal justice at St. Cloud State University and got a criminal justice degree. I went to Baylor Law School and got a degree in criminal law, concentration in criminal law at Baylor Law School. Then I became an assistant district attorney in Navarro County, where I worked my way up from traffic court to felony court, sent many men to prison. Then I went over here and came over here and worked for Joe Grubbs as our district attorney. I was a felony prosecutor here, sent people to prison. And then I also, eventually I opened up my own private practice where I represented citizens from Ellis County, thousands of citizens I represented. And during that time I also was appointed by the Waxahachie City Council to become the City of Waxahachie's municipal court judge, which handled Class C misdemeanor cases. All that's to say is that all I've ever done for 23 years is criminal law. I've never done a will or a divorce or a civil lawsuit or anything. If this court was going to have those matters in the courtroom, I probably wouldn't be interested, because it doesn't interest me. And I want to make sure that if I'm going to be the judge of the courtroom, that I'm at least as smart or smarter than the litigants that are going to be in front of me. And I think that with the background that I have, having been a prosecutor, defense attorney, and judge, that I can bring what it takes to be a great judge, which is understanding, a fundamental respect and understanding for the parties, for the prosecutors, a respect for their role, and also respect for the defense attorneys. And together, to be able to make wise decisions and just decisions. So if you get called in my court, you can feel confident that you're going to be given a fair shake when you come to court. And there's sometimes, and I've seen enough cases to know that sometimes somebody needs to get kind of smashed, and they're going to get smashed. And there's sometimes where they need to be able to walk out of the courtroom because what was happening was unjust. And I've seen enough and handled enough cases to know the difference. And I think that I have a very balanced personality. I'm not the type of person that loses my cool. Even my worst enemies won't say that I'm not hardworking or unorganized. I mean, these are things that are inherent in who I am. I'm very, very organized. I'm very hardworking, and it's going to be my main mission to help to reduce that backlog of cases and make sure the court is run as efficiently as possible at the same time with justice in mind. And so that's why I'm doing this. I've served the community in many capacities. I've been in the Rotary Club. I helped to found. I was a founding board member of the Honor Flight organization. We took World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. free of charge. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. I served in the Chamber of Commerce for many years, became the chairman of the board for the Chamber of Commerce. I was also elected to the city council here in Waxahachie. We moved here in 1999. We jumped right in and became part of this community because of Waxahachie is the kind of community where you can jump in if you want to, and you can get involved if you want to. And that's what we've done, and I'm hoping to continue the legacy of service in this new position as an inspiration for my children to understand that service to your community is very important to your legacy. And I want them to see that in their father and carry that on in their lifetimes. So I'm hopeful that I will have everybody here support, and I'm hopeful that you will tell your friends about my campaign and why you think that I might be the best person suited for this. And I sincerely thank you for coming. Thank you.